Your dog waits until the house goes quiet, until the lights go off, until you finally stop moving. And then, they do it. Maybe they press their body against yours in the dark. Maybe they let out a long, slow sigh right beside your bed. Maybe they just stare at you. Silently. In the middle of the night. You've probably laughed it off. Or barely noticed. But what your dog is doing in those quiet nighttime moments is one of the most honest things they will ever say to you, and almost no one realizes what it means. Welcome to Paws Chronicles, where we help you understand the dog who already understands you better than you know. In this video, you're going to discover what your dog's nighttime behaviors are truly trying to tell you, and one of them, the one we save for the end, might genuinely bring tears to your eyes. Stay with us all the way through. You won't want to miss it. Let's start with something that happens in almost every home, and yet almost every owner gets it completely wrong. When your dog chooses to sleep as close to you as physically possible, they are not just seeking warmth. They are not being needy. What they are actually doing is one of the most ancient and deeply wired behaviors in the entire history of dogs. In the wild, your dog's ancestors slept in tight groups, bodies touching, breath mixing, heartbeats syncing. It was how they stayed safe. It was how they survived. And your dog still carries that instinct. When they press against you in the dark, they are not just saying, "I love you." They are saying, "You are my pack, and with you, I am safe." That feeling of safety? It flows both ways. Studies on the human-dog bond have shown that physical closeness at night actually lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, in both dogs and their owners. Your dog isn't just comforted by you. You are literally calming each other. Without a single word. And if that moved you even a little, what we are about to cover next will completely change the way you see those quiet midnight moments. Have you ever woken at 2 or 3 in the morning to find your dog sitting completely still, just watching you? Not whining. Not asking for anything. Just watching. It can feel a little strange. Maybe even a little eerie. But here is the truth, and it's one of the most beautiful things about your dog's psychology. Your dog is keeping watch over you. When the house is quiet and the world outside is dark, your dog's protective instincts rise naturally. They are not anxious. They are on duty. In their mind, you are vulnerable when you sleep, and they have appointed themselves your guardian. That silent stare in the dark is not odd. It is devotion in its purest, most unspoken form. Your dog would rather lose sleep than let anything happen to you. The next time you catch them watching you in the night, don't feel unsettled. Feel honored. Now here is where things get really interesting, because this next behavior is one almost every owner notices but almost none of them correctly understand. The circling. The pawing. The 3, 4, 5 loops before your dog finally lies down. You've probably laughed at it. Maybe filmed it. It looks almost theatrical. But your dog is not being dramatic, they are being ancient. This behavior traces back thousands of years to when dogs slept outdoors on uneven terrain. They would circle to flatten grass, to check the ground for hidden dangers, to position themselves facing a direction where they could sense threats earliest. Your dog no longer sleeps in a field. But their brain still runs that same pre-sleep ritual automatically, because to them, rest is not just rest. Rest is a moment of vulnerability, and they take it seriously. What makes this deeply important is the direction they face when they finally settle. Many dogs instinctively position themselves facing the door, or angled toward where you sleep. They are choosing the position where they can protect you fastest. Every single night. But this next one, I want you to sit with this one. Because this is the one that changes everything. Your dog sighs at night. Not all the time. But in those last quiet moments before sleep, a long, slow, deep exhale. You've probably heard it 100 times and never thought twice. But that sigh is one of the most significant sounds your dog will ever make. Behaviorists describe the nighttime sigh as a release, a physical signal that your dog has decided, consciously, that they are safe. That they can let go. That the day is over and all is well. Your dog cannot say, "I feel at peace." But their body says it for them. And here is the part that should fill you with warmth. Your dog does not sigh like that just anywhere. They sigh like that near you. Because you are the reason they feel safe enough to fully let go. You are the reason their nervous system exhales. You are their peace. And now, the one we promised you at the beginning. The one that most owners never see for what it truly is. Remember when we said there was one nighttime behavior that almost no one understands? Here it is. Sometimes, in the deepest part of the night, your dog will quietly get up, move across the room, and come to you. Not because they heard something. Not because they need water. Just to be closer to you. They settle. They sigh. And they go still. What your dog is doing in that moment is something researchers call contact seeking during vulnerability. In plain words, your dog woke up in the dark, felt the distance between you, and could not bear it. Not because they were afraid. Because they love you with a completeness that doesn't take breaks, doesn't clock out, doesn't wait for morning. In the middle of the night, when no one is watching and nothing is asked of them, your dog chooses you. Every single time. That is not instinct. That is devotion. Your dog has been speaking to you every single night, through their sighs, their stillness, their silent watch, and the way they always find a way back to your side. Now you know what they've been saying. Does your dog do any of these things? Tell me in the comments, I read every single one. If this video moved you, a like and subscribe means the world to this little channel. And if this surprised you, wait until you see what we uncover next.